Do you really believe that good people always win? That honesty is rewarded. That kindness comes back around. That if you work hard, stay loyal, and tell the truth, life will eventually favor you. That's a comforting story, but it's not reality. History wasn't written by the kind-hearted. It was written by people who understood how power actually works. 500 years ago, a man wrote a book so dangerous that it was banned across Europe. The church called it evil. Kings burned it in public. Yet behind closed doors, those same kings studied it in secret, because the book revealed truths no ruler wanted the masses to know. That man was Niccolo Machiavelli, and what you're about to hear are not motivational quotes. They are survival principles, rules that don't appear in textbooks. Lessons designed not to make you good, but to make you effective. This is not for people who believe the world is fair. This is not for people who think intentions matter more than results. And this is definitely not for those who are uncomfortable with uncomfortable truths. But if you're willing to listen, you may never see people or power the same way again. Let's begin. Appearance matters more than reality. Most people make a fatal mistake. They focus on being good instead of looking good. Machiavelli understood something brutal. People don't judge your intentions. They judge what they see. Your morals are invisible. Your character is hidden. But your image, that's public. Look around. The person everyone trusts, the one who smiles, agrees, shakes hands, avoids conflict, is often labeled a good person. But no one actually knows who they are underneath. And the truth is, they don't need to. Because perception is reality. Your reputation is stronger than your truth. Your image will open doors your honesty never could. The real question is, are you controlling how you're perceived? Or are you letting others define you? Because in this world, saints lose quietly, and strategists win loudly. When forced to choose, fear is safer than love. This idea makes people uncomfortable. Good. It should. Machiavelli never said you should terrorize people. He said something more precise. Love is fragile. Fear is reliable. Think of two leaders. The first wants to be liked. He jokes with his team, avoids confrontation, forgives every mistake. At first, everyone loves him. Then deadlines are missed. Rules are ignored. Respect disappears. Now consider the second leader. Calm, controlled, not cruel but firm. People don't joke around him. They don't cross lines, not because they love him, but because they understand consequences exist. Respect doesn't come from warmth alone. It comes from authority. You don't need to be hated, but you cannot afford to be harmless. A little distance, a little unpredictability, a quiet sense that crossing you has a cost. That's power. Trust is a liability, especially with friends. This is the hardest truth to accept. Your enemies attack from the front. Your friends know where it hurts. History proves this again and again. Julius Caesar wasn't killed by strangers. He wasn't defeated by rivals. He was stabbed by men he trusted, including Brutus, someone he treated like a son. His final realization wasn't pain. It was betrayal. Blind trust is not loyalty. It's negligence. This doesn't mean live paranoid. It means stay aware. Trust, but verify. Care, but observe. And never hand someone the weapon that could destroy you. People change. Interests shift. Circumstances expose true intentions. You should always be capable of standing alone. Excessive kindness is weakness. You were taught to be selfless, to always help, to put others first. It sounds noble, but reality punishes it. The person who lives only for others eventually becomes invisible. If you're always available, your time has no value. If you never say no, your yes means nothing. Notice how the person who helps everyone is remembered only when something is needed. Now compare that to the person who is selective, who chooses when to give, who isn't always accessible. Their approval carries weight. Their presence is respected. Kindness should be a tool, not your identity. Show it strategically. Offer it selectively. Not everyone deserves access to you. History only respects winners. This is the lesson most people refuse to accept. History does not remember intentions. It remembers outcomes. If you win, you're celebrated. If you lose, you're forgotten or judged. Napoleon is remembered as a genius. His wars destroyed nations. Millions died. Yet his strategies are studied, not condemned. Now think of those who stayed ethical, fair, and principled, and lost. Where are their names? Idealism feels good until reality arrives. This isn't an invitation to be immoral. It's a warning against being naive. The world rewards results. Justification comes later. Survival comes first. If you've made it this far, you already understand something. Most people never will. The world is not run by fairness. It is run by awareness. Now we move into the most dangerous principles, the ones that separate observers from players. Appear weak until it's time to strike. Strength attracts resistance. Weakness invites carelessness. When people believe you're powerful, they guard themselves. When they believe you're harmless, they relax. That moment of relaxation is where control is gained. Smart chess players expose their king just enough to bait the opponent forward. And when the move is made, the game ends. Real life works the same way. The quiet person in the room is rarely empty. They are watching, listening, collecting information. They let others talk, let others compete, let others underestimate them. And when timing aligns, they move once decisively. Never reveal your full capacity. Let people think you're less than you are. The most dangerous attacks are the ones no one expects. Keep your enemies close. Distance creates blind spots. Proximity creates insight. An enemy far away can act without your knowledge. An enemy nearby reveals everything. Their fears, habits, weaknesses. This isn't about trust. It's about intelligence. Study those who oppose you. Understand what drives them. Often, opposition comes from insecurity or unmet desire. And sometimes, the smartest move isn't destruction. It's conversion. A former enemy who believes they chose your side is more loyal than a forced ally. Neutralize threats quietly, not emotionally, because the enemy you can see is safer than the one you ignore. Live for yourself, everything else is noise. This is the core of Machiavellian thought. Most people live trapped in expectations, family approval, social validation, fear of judgment. They build lives that look acceptable, not lives that feel authentic. But here's the truth no one says out loud. When your life ends, no one else answers for it. You will face one question alone. Did you live on your own terms? You don't need permission to choose your path. You don't need validation to make decisions. You don't need to justify your ambition. Be responsible, yes. Be aware always. But never be obedient to a world that doesn't care about you. Machiavelli didn't teach cruelty. He taught clarity. Become the ruler of your own life, not a servant to other people's comfort. Ignore the noise. Protect your priorities. Move with intention. And when necessary, be unapologetically strategic. If this perspective challenged you, it means you're thinking. And if you want more ideas that sharpen awareness rather than comfort illusions, stay connected, because the next lesson won't be safer. It will be sharper. Until then, stay alert, stay intentional, and above all, stay dangerously smart.